Hello, everyone. It's Charlton. Please subscribe to my channel, tap that notification bell, and like this video. That helps me to keep making videos, and I would appreciate it majorly. I wanted to follow up on the story of the missing pregnant woman in Chicago who was found killed yesterday, and her baby is alive, even though he's clinging to life. As I understand it, was reported yesterday that he's on life support and he is brain dead. And the authorities have said that she was killed and the baby was cut out of her immediately following her being killed. She was strangled with a some kind of electrical cord. Three people have been charged, and two of them have been charged with murder, and Clarissa and Desiree, or Desiree, I think it's Desiree Figaro, excuse me, are each charged with first-degree murder and aggravated battery of a child causing permanent disability. Bobak, as a third person, is charged with felony counts of concealing a death, concealing a homicide. So the three people have been identified that were arrested. There was four individuals at the home when police arrived yesterday. I think the 22-year-old male, in addition to these three, I guess wasn't charged. I believe he was questioned. I don't know if he was handcuffed and taken into custody. They were pictured yesterday with their faces blurred. It's outside the home, handcuffed, but they hadn't been charged. The reports were that they were being questioned, but it was a pretty serious situation. They've been charged now, and they're in custody in jail, to the best of my knowledge. The three that have been charged have been identified. This is Clarissa Figaro, if I'm pronouncing that right. She's the 46-year-old woman who reportedly ran out of the home with a brand new infant on the same day that Marlen Ochoa went missing. Marlen Ochoa is the 19-year-old pregnant woman who was found killed, and who had been missing for over 3 weeks. So the same day that she had gone missing, I believe it was April 23rd, this woman had exited ran out of her home saying she just had a brand new baby and called 911 or something like that. And the baby's been in the hospital since. There are so many disturbing details to this. The parents of Marlen Ochoa, they're pictured in this Daily Mail piece. They're absolutely destroyed. They've had a friend of the family who had been like their spokesperson, just speaking to the press on their behalf. They can't even. I saw a picture of the father where he's can barely even walk. He's so destroyed. And there's just a lot. After I don't know if I mentioned, she met up with Marlen Ochoa because Marlen Ochoa was looking for secondhand goods. She's not. They're a poor family. I think she said, and she went to a Facebook group where I think it's Help a Sister Out, which has now been closed. She went there looking for some help, and this woman sort of met up with her in the comments, and she was looking for women that are in late-term pregnancy. She actually put the question out there, where are the moms that are due in May? And Marlen Ochoa responded to her, and explained, I'm looking for some clothes for my son. I'm in school and not working, so I don't have any cash right now. And they met up a few blocks, I believe, from her house, and that's where her car was found about a week ago on May 8th. I don't know if she I don't know if she was killed in her car and then taken to the home, or killed at the home. I'm not real sure of that. I believe at the home. The body was found at her home, Clarissa Figaro's home. That's where the police were yesterday. I'll get to the picture of it in a second. So, um, but they talked, I think, at length, and a lot of their private, or their messages back and forth on the Facebook group is screen capped on this Daily Mail piece. So that's Clarissa Figaro. Her daughter Desiree, if that's how you pronounce her, Desiree Figaro, is also being charged with murder. And this is uh, Piotr. I don't know how to pronounce that. Bobak, and that's, I guess, the boyfriend of um, Clarissa. You know, so immediately following, the baby being cut out of the cut out of Marlen Ochoa, and the girl and the 46-year-old woman Clarissa claiming it's her own baby. She put up like a GoFundMe page. That's Marlen Ochoa right there. That's the baby that's on life support. She was married, Marlen Ochoa. Her full name is Marlen Ochoa. I forgot. It's in the report, and she has two different last names, Lopez and a different one that's harder to say. I don't know which. I don't know if Lopez is her husband or what, but her husband. She is married, and the father is obviously destroyed as well. His wife is dead, and his baby's on life support, and is brain dead. But this is actually a GoFundMe picture that Clarissa. Um, Clarissa Figaro, this as well. It's just individual pictures of the baby trying to raise money, after the incident, after she allegedly cut the baby out of Marlen Ochoa, asking for the public's help to, for the baby's medical expenses. Or Clarissa Figueroa posted this photo to a fundraising page saying it shows her and the baby she claimed was her own. However, there is suspicion that the photo was obtained elsewhere. Yeah, I don't know. I don't even think that's her. That confused me as well. I will say, I looked at her Facebook page, which is right here, and I'm not going to show it because it shows pictures of other people in addition to her. And I looked at her friends, and that's what it was shocking to me that her friends, tons of them, tons of them, the profile picture is an infant. So it looks as though, it very much looks as though she had befriended tons of people who were just about to have a baby, or, who recently had a newborn. Many of her friends, the profile picture, you go through them, you just scroll through them, are infant pages, infant pictures over and over and over and over. They're not every single one, but they're throughout. You can't, it's unmistakable. So, but like I said, Clarissa and her daughter Desiree are each charged with first-degree murder and aggravated battery of a child causing permanent disability. Bobak is charged with felony counts of concealing a death and concealing a homicide. I believe later in the report it says he found after she allegedly killed the woman, Marlen Ochoa. The boyfriend found it in the trash can and then continued to help him conceal it, I believe. There's reports that they were looking at a fire pit that's in the backyard of their home. I don't know if that was used trying to destroy evidence or destroy the body. I have no idea, but there are reports that they were looking there. All three are due in court for bond hearings Friday. The victim's family are in complete agony, mourning the loss of a child. Translator Julie Contreras told DailyMail.com shortly after the arrest. Contreras added that Ochoa Uriosteki, I think that's how you pronounce her married name, um, suffered a horrific death at the hands of monsters. Police say that after luring the 9-month pregnant Ochoa Uriosteki to their home with the offer of free baby clothes, the Figuerosos strangled the teen to death with an electric cable and cut the unborn baby from the womb. So they're apparently both the mother and daughter are they both participated in the murder according to the police. That's why they're both being charged with first-degree murder. Clarissa Figueroa called 911 on April 23rd, claiming she had just given birth and the baby wasn't breathing, but DNA testing proved that the baby was actually the son of the slain teen. Police found Ochoa Steki's body and the murder weapon in a trash can in the backyard of the suspect's home on Wednesday. Excuse me, Wednesday. I was saying Thursday. What's today? Today's Thursday. The baby boy, Udell, which has been named Udell by the family. I believe maybe she had intended to name him Udell from the very beginning. I think there's a picture of her belly actually with that either on the picture, superimposed on the picture, or tattooed on her belly, possibly. Marlen Ochoa's belly. Udell is now in the custody of Ochoa's husband, Ochoa Steki's husband, and is in the hospital fighting for his life. This is that GoFundMe page. That doesn't look like that Clarissa woman, this woman. I think that's just some other photo she used, but I don't know. I mean, it's just so awful. So, I mean, this is other GoFundMe posts that they put on the GoFundMe page, trying to raise money. And here is some of the Facebook communication before, trying to set up the meetings between the two. And this is Marlen Ochoa-Lopez, and this is Clarissa Figaro. I've since new things, but I'm in Chicago. Clarissa Figaro, what's your location, hon? I'm on the south side of Chicago by 79th and Pulaski. If you want to wait a week, my girl has all brand new boy clothes her son never wore. And they're just basically setting up the meeting and so forth. It's terrible. There's pictures of, that's the house where they were searching yesterday, Wednesday. There's the fire pit I was just talking about. There's pictures of and that's Udell. That's what I was just referring to. I think that's her. That's the husband right there, I believe. It is. And that's her father right there, who's just it's going to never be the same again. So sad. That's her mother. So, I just wanted to, I don't know when they identified the people that were arrested and showed pictures. So this is the first place, this is the only place I've seen him, is at the Daily Mail. I was looking at some of the other reports, and this is relatively, only a couple hours old. So that is the story there, man. All right, well, thanks for watching my videos. Please subscribe to my channel. Give me a like down below. I'll see you in the next video. Later, man.